Welcome to Virtual Mimics and Gimmicks, where a bunch of idiots pretend to know what they're doing and in the process torment me with their vicious mockery. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and player punching bag, Anastasia. Playing Troy, our half-wood elf ranger with a taste for bear blood, is Sean. As Magnus, our dark and brooding tiefling rogue, is Clint. We've got Ryan playing Viren, our furball cleric who prefers liquid courage, and Tatiana playing as Poofers, our wily tabaxi barbarian. And finally, we have Amanda playing Eravir, our sexy high elf sorcerer with hair and heart of gold. The party is accompanied today by the NPC party member, Tempest, the Erjunasi bard, who is a support character. Alright, rather than do our typical D&D VZ recap, I have elected to write because this has been such a long arc, I've elected to write a longer recap, so bear with me, friends, for a moment as I spend a few minutes talking. Alright. We've arrived at the culmination of our adventure into the Underdark, and before you turn to face the impressive combat that awaits you, let us take a moment to recall how we got here, both as a reflection upon the stakes at hand and as a refresher. Your journey into the Underdark began as a simple expedition to chart the depths below. It was a chance to make a name for yourselves as brave adventurous wardens, while also providing the opportunity to find untold riches and cultural artifacts. One such discovery was that of an intricately carved gray gem, which resonates a mysterious power. Unfamiliar with this item, you tried to investigate its significance and worth amongst the local drow of Kao. The shopkeeper seemed particularly interested in it, as she offered large sums of rain, but this stood out as a red flag to you and instead motivated you to keep it. You then reached out to your fellow warden Imbros, who, upon viewing a rendition of the gem, said he would join you in the Underdark to discuss it. This was extremely out of character for the typically reclusive record keeper and served to stoke your curiosity. While awaiting Imbros' arrival, you adventured into the Underdark once again, only to be ambushed by a group of masked drow. They bested you in combat, but you were able to escape before they could take any of the spoils of battle, be it your lives or the gem that you could only assume they sought. Returning back to town revealed the shop abandoned, with the only evidence of the previous occupant being scraps of purple cloth that matched the sashes worn by the ambushers. With still more time to kill, you continued in the Underdark, only to encounter a large and scaly friend. The battle was hard won, but ultimately you prevailed and were rewarded with another gem, this one blue, as well as the pride of defeating such a great creature as a Hydra. Finally, Imbros arrived in the Underdark, and he proceeded to explain to you the nature of the gems you'd found, and the catastrophic potential they contain. These gems, while their true origin is unknown, were once held by the royal bloodline of a great drow city. This city and its people, although devout to the widely renowned as evil spider goddess Lolth, were happy and prosperous for many centuries until the arrival of the dwarves. A dwarven civilization was expanding and had delved too deep, awakening the Balrog. Just kidding, encroaching upon the territory of the drow. Rather than respect the boundaries and retreat, however, they engaged in a full-on war with the drow with the intent to wipe them out and take their resource-rich land. The drow fought off the dwarves for many years, but ultimately could not compete with their numbers and strength. With each loss, the drow were punished not only with the loss of lives and territory, but with the shame and disgrace of tarnishing the name and honor of their lady Lolth. When the successor to the throne, Hera, took power, she was able to lead her armies with a reinvigorated power, for a time pushing back the dwarven forces. The dwarves were not kept back long, though, and met the renewed drow morale with novel and devastating weapons far beyond the familiarity of the Underdark inhabitants. None felt the loss and humiliation so deeply as Hera, a queen who was known for, above all else, including her military prowess, her devout worship of Lolth. Many followers regarded her as a Spider Queen's daughter, and this is a title she took to heart. Despite her best efforts, though, the dwarves continued to seize land and sully the name of the Spider Queen. Such devastating losses drove Hera first to devastation, then to hysteria, and finally to insanity, and led her to a cataclysmic decision. Rather than continue to see her mother's name stained, she chose to harness the power of the sacred gems against the dwarves. By uniting the 8 gems in an ancient ritual, she unleashed the fury of the elements upon the dwarves. Within hours, the entirety of the dwarven forces were drained, frozen, burned, suffocated, every conceivable manner of terrible and painful death. But none witnessed this victory, for no victory can be without sacrifice, and this triumph was costly indeed. To preserve the honor and prestige of her mother, the Mad Queen Hera fed to the gems the vitality of her people, no doubt expecting her own divine nature to preserve her. In a tragic but just turn of events, though, Hera herself fell victim to the ritual before it could be completed. Now, in the depths below, amidst the beasts that now roam once proud streets, wander the victims' souls that were torn from their bodies and severed from the natural cycle of death, never to reach the afterlife or to meet their lady goddess as was intended. Now taking a step back to look at the bigger picture, with the ruin now at our doorstep, gods, who are born of mortals and endure by their belief, are facing the threat of mortality, and Lolth is no exception. Naturally, she has been seeking a method to preserve herself when the ruin wreaks havoc upon the mortal and divine planes alike, and she has formulated a plan. By having the gems reunited once again, their power may be channeled to awaken the Mad Queen, who will complete the ritual she started long ago, as she serves as a vessel through which the lost souls may be channeled to feed and empower their goddess. Imbros imparted that the completion of the ritual and subsequent ascendance of Lolth would be catastrophic. While she would certainly cause chaos in the present day with her newfound power, her real threat lies in the next world, where she would be the only surviving goddess to lead the civilization of the few mortal survivors. Imbros' master, the Chronicler, has thus extended you a deal. He has no interest in interfering with the natural progress of mortals, as he is merely an observer, but he mourns the knowledge of the next world that he would lose should Lolth come to rule it. In exchange for preventing her ascendance, he will answer you one question, though it must be of one subject and the answer known by mortals. You agreed to these terms and have continued to pursue the elemental gems. The gray gem of physical energy you stumbled upon, the blue gem of cold energy you tore from the jaws of a hydra, the black gem of necrotic energy you won through the tournament at Tartarus, where you also made acquaintances with servants of death, the purple gem of psychic energy you wrested from a disguised creature of the depths, the red gem of fire energy you stole from the protection of an underdark beast and unlocked with a key earned from a puzzle involving powerful damaging crystals, the yellow gem of lightning energy you earned through a puzzle that educated you on the elemental opposites and complements, the white gem of radiant energy you found when you returned a ring to a lost soul after wandering through a field of lilies that taught you the physical effects generated by the elemental powers. The last gem, the green gem of wind energy, is now in the hands of your temporary allies who have protected your explorations of the lost city. Now, with all the gems collected, all that awaits is to reunite them at the city temple's mural, where the ritual will begin. That's it.
That was a lot. Good job.
That was a good breakdown.
Wow.
Nice.
Man, that was probably like 15 episodes worth of recap.
Yeah,
We
why
had
did we even
epic
play all
battle.
those sessions? We could have just figured that out in like 5 minutes.
Well, now everyone should at least remember why they're here and what they're doing here and why you're doing it. Do we have any questions before we get started?
I have all the questions.
So many questions. And they will be answered with my blunt fists.
Yes. Questions.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then. So Magnus is currently back at camp, recovering from food poisoning once again. A few off-session preparations took place. You know that this ritual is like part of it. The first part of it is to basically kill everything in a very large radius. So some of you have taken steps to help prevent that. Tempest was escorted to the mural where he set up some glyphs that will envelop you in radiant energy and hopefully protect you from those gems, from the power of the gems. Additionally, some of you have communicated with Captain Fen Ortaria, the paladin who runs the Underdark expeditions, and she has given Magnus a collection of sigils of divine energy that should also serve as protective words. Apart from that, I think all that remains is for Magnus to return to the group alongside the drow who had been kept prisoner in camp, Derek, and Magnus will hopefully bring the necrotic gem with him. I would assume.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be a long walk back.
True.
That would be an unexpected twist.
If anyone has if there are no objections to that, we can jump to basically before you're ready to depart for the city temple. You've all would have collected in the kind of little outpost that these drow had made at the city gates. So yeah, let's start there. Unless you guys just want to like go, ready to go.
Would we have gotten a little bit of time to just downtime.
Yeah, taking a nap.
Rest.
Yes, you all would have
for
long
rest.
rested.
Sweet.
That's good. How?
That's
Anybody
very
else feeling really nervous right now? I feel super nervous.
What's there to feel nervous about? We're just gonna go save the world again.
I got those pre-Battle of God jitters, that you get sometimes.
This is gonna be awesome. Think how much more we can charge for our rates if we're 2-time world savers.
Again, you're
Two-time
not
champs.
fighting a god, you're fighting a vessel.
Yeah, but
Two-time vessel champs.
I
A
feel
vessel
I'm gonna
of a
be
god.
sick. I'm never gonna get used to this.
Fighting this god directly would be equivalent to fighting Erevir's goddess.
Well, I mean, we're annoying the god, right? So
Yes, you are annoying her, but you're not fighting her.
Mildly inconveniencing the god.
Yes.
fine. I got
believe-
those pre-mildly inconveniencing god jitters.
Hate those.
Hey, don't worry, guys. Last time we battled a god, we did some good damage.
Yeah, but that's just my friend
down a
Dokio.
pit.
I mean, we embarrassed him
Took
a
some
little bit.
losses, but all in all,
I
He's
got-
a
I just
little
found out a well.
different.
I got Sparta kicked down a pit.
That happened. That was true.
But we rescued you. It was fine.
It was fine.
Okay, so let's see here. So the captain sent us some sigils. Can we each get one of those? And I kind of make sure that the drow are not looking when I'm asking Magnus for this.
I mean, you're in your half of the room. If you're very quiet, they might
Yeah,
not
I
really
whisper.
care. Okay.
do,
just huddled, looking over our shoulder.
Exactly. Magnus.
do all the
sigils.
sigils look the same?
Yeah.
Okay. There's not a specific
You
one.
can't keep the shiniest one.
No,
It's
I'm just
like-
making sure
it's-
there's not a wind sigil, or something like that.
No, technically they're all holy water, and that you would douse yourselves with right before. But that's I just call it a sigil because it's easier.
Sounds good. All right, then I'm gonna try to pass them out to each person, but without the other drow seeing.
And
Okay.
remind me, what do the sigils do again? They protect us from
So we
necrotic?
don't get eaten
They
Oh.
by
Yeah.
the first phase.
Well, that's good.
There are
help
two
us-
phases to the ritual. The first separates the soul from the body of every creature within a significant radius, and the second channels the souls to the goddess.
Oh,
When the ritual was originally interrupted, it didn't reach that second stage yet, so she's trying to finish it.
can I have my sigil, please?
I like to keep my soul inside myself.
Soul
Fits best
here.
there.
Oh, and Tempe did some prep stuff for us. Tempe, what did you do?
Near the mural, there will be 6 sigils on the ground that are visible only to us. If you stand on yours, when the ritual starts, it should offer a small form of radiant protection.
Radiant protection. Do you hear that, guys? Stand on your mark.
All right.
Noted.
If this thing starts, it sounds like we're gonna get hurt and partially ripped apart anyway, right?
From the inside.
I don't think so. I think that the glyphs and the sigil that we got should hopefully prevent the rippage.
The rippage.
Oh god, the rippage.
Well, I'm also, and I'm assuming that we're talking away from the drow, and
I mean, you can talk telepathically
Telepathic.
or in a language they definitely don't know.
I am speaking
Telepathically.
Oldish.
Oh, oldish. Also good.
Yes.
Does Mother know you wear her drapes?
I'm curious if the drow have some way of not getting the, what did you call it, Poopers?
The rippage. But I think that
The
they
clappening.
they would like the rippage. They want to go to Lowell.
They want to
That's
get
the
ripped.
thing. So I think they're gonna get ripped at the beginning of this fight, and we just won't have to deal with them. I'm betting on that. Otherwise,
Oh.
we might get smashed.
Or
So-
we'll
So
get ripped.
we need to invite them in close for the rippage.
I think the rippage is going to be devastating the entire city. I don't think we need to worry about it.
Yeah, but they're not even in the city though, right?
Is that-
They're on
Yeah,
the outpost.
we're in the city.
Does
Well,
that-
the drow are.
They're coming with us.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing is they want this ritual to happen. I don't think they'd sit back and let us do whatever we want with it, like we're clearly gonna do.
They also have one of the gems.
So we get this started. We don't get ripped. They get ripped, and then we fight.
We just got to be kind of nonchalant about standing on our
Just
totems, because it's like we're all just gonna stand all like funny in some
Just
kind
like
of
cool.
formation.
Just like, lean.
Tempest looks insulted and he says, I have an intelligence of 17. You think I would be like so blunt
Wow,
about it?
Callie would think you're dumb.
that's about twice mine. You're my hero.
About twice.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, when it starts, we shouldn't just all like flutter over to our spots and like stand there all
Yeah, we gotta
awkward.
be nonchalant. Trust me, I am
Don't waste
great
training.
at
Okay.
nonchalance.
A queue customer. Queue customers, guys.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
do the queue.
Okay, are we
Well,
ready to go
sounds
tell
like-
them we can get this ritual a rolling?
Yeah, it sounds like we got a solid plan.
Solid
Sure.
plan, got it. Poofers would like to go over to the drow, and I will say, ritual, we got all the gems now. I think it's probably time to go help out Lolth, right?
She kind of gives you like a dirty look, very fully aware that you are not interested in helping her goddess. And she scoffs and says, we'll go when it's time.
How do you know when it's time? It's
She-
always dark.
She kind of like looks around she looks around the camp and it seems like everyone is kind of making preparations, but they're not quite ready to go.
If you tell me what time it's supposed to be at, I can tell you when it's not time.
What does that mean?
I have a watch
We're
that
in a
only tells the not time.
In the background, I'm tapping my sundial. What time?
Uh,
No.
She
Okay.
just like looks horribly confused and then turns away. She's not time for this, and
Okay.
continues to go help other people.
I go back to the group. I'm like, they're waiting on something, and it's not us.
As the time passes over the next like hour or two, it seems like several of them, apart from packing up camp and everything, keeping their general watches, they each kind of take a turn to do some kind of religious ritual. It looks like a mixture of prayer and like offering. Many of them place offerings at like a little shrine. And shortly after the last person finishes and everything's packed up, you get the signal that it's time to go. The full group abandons their post at the gate and makes their way into the city toward the temple. This is a particularly difficult thing to do, as you have a fairly large group of there's 6 of you, as well as 10 to 12 drow, moving through a city that is
Thank
infested.
God for the rippage.
That is
We'd be screwed.
infested with all sorts of creatures, namely the kind of like big spooky skeleton-looking thing that is wandering around. They're very clearly like used to doing this, so they've been here many times, and they effectively direct everyone in small groups across the rooftops and through the alleys towards the temple. And when you get there, as before, there's a fair radius where no creature approaches this courtyard, and you come across this large stone mural that depicts a divine lady surrounded by 8 slots that would fit the gems, and she is kind of ascending above the city in this mural. Behind the mural is a long stretch of paved road that it has down the middle of it a kind of like large reflecting pool, and then at the far end of the courtyard is the large temple that you had seen before. I don't think anyone went in or near, but it's over there. They begin preparations once again, and as they kind of all gather and seem to take their places, there's definitely some kind of religious significance behind how they arrange themselves, but it's nothing that seems concerning or necessarily out of place. They begin by asking you to either hand over the gems or place them into the slots on the mural yourselves.
I go place my gem in the slot.
They are colored, so you can match. Like I would assume you'd put it in the proper colored place.
Troy maybe tries once before getting it correct, but yes.
Yeah, I'll put mine in, and while that's going on, I'll detect magic.
One of those toddler toys where you try and put like the triangle in the circle slot.
Pretty much.
I walk up and place mine as well.
All right, Tempest does his. I think that just leaves Magnus.
And the drow haven't put theirs in yet, right?
No.
All right. Yeah, I go put it in.
Okay, someone
First
had
looks at you kind of like,
someone had 2 gems because there's 8 in total. I don't know who had that.
I had 2.
Okay, so you placed both. With your
When I
detect.
walk back, I'd like to look for the GIF that I need to stand on and stand there.
Okay. Yeah, there are like very faintly glowing little marks on the ground that are placed appropriately randomly. Like it looked like there was an intention to kind of like make you stand together, but not like you're huddling in a little protective area. It looks casual. This took him like 15 hours to do, by the way. So, yeah. The detect magic, the gems are each radiating an elemental power, but as they kind of draw nearer to each other, you start getting a whiff of something else. Buren, it's not quite solid yet, so it's hard to identify, but it feels like there's another presence. Yes. And after you all arrange yourselves in your intentionally random but also collective organization,
Hoovers is like trying to look super casual. She's like sitting, pretty cool.
Are you sitting on the chair backwards so the seat is in the front?
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. That's exactly what I'm doing.
The leader drow lady approaches with the green gem and turns to her people and gives I wouldn't call it a speech because it's more of a like declaration, but like an extended declaration, like not long enough to be a speech, not short enough to be declaration. And in Underdarkish, so Undercommon, and they kind of all give a cheer as she finishes, and then she turns and places the green gem in the mural. At which point you see the mural start to light up, and the gems also light up, and draw from them to the divine female figure at the center of the mural a vibrant light of pure energy, each in their corresponding color, which come to mix into a dark black that is almost like the void itself. It's not quite the black of the necrotic gem. It seems like something deeper. And sprouting through the stone into the kind of like reality in front of you are 8 spider legs that appear from the back of the lady in the mural. And it is at this point that you start to notice and feel a little bit a sort of pull towards the mural. All of the drow around you are kind of like seizing a little bit, and they look around surprised, but not necessarily scared, but they look a little shocked. And that pull starts to get stronger, and you feel it, and I hope you use those things that very nice paladin lady
We
gave you.
definitely did.
We
We 100%
totally used them.
did.
Okay.
For sure.
I was sitting on the chair and then I did the like back with the water on top, maniac.
There's a
Yep,
very
our
strong
3-foot orange cat is pulling off 80s references.
even with those protective wards, you still feel the pull, but you're not victim to it. It just is like a very like you feel yourself like you're being torn in two, but you're not. It's just this sensation. The drow, however, are not so fortunate, as one by one their bodies collapse to the ground as a sort of lightish energy, a little like incorporeal cloud drifts out of them and into the depiction of the spider lady. And a few moments later, after the last drow falls, you start hearing screams throughout the city of agony, roars and all sorts of exclamations of agony and pain. And you see more of these kind of lightish clouds of energy fly toward the depiction of the lady with the spider legs coming out into the real world and twitching around. And then you see the mural start to crack, and it starts to crumble and fall apart in large chunks to the ground. And you feel yourselves surrounded by death itself. For miles around you, there is nothing but vacancy, as the last of those souls crashes into the collapsing mural, and there's just pure silence apart from the sounds of the stones falling. And you have a moment of respite as the last rock falls.
Does anybody else have to pee really bad?
You should have taken your bathroom break first.
How do we feel with our holy water sigils? How are we doing? Like, is this chilling us to our bones?
It is. So effectively, you feel the sensation of being torn apart, but you're protected from that actual effect. So you feel it, but you aren't lost. And as everything falls silent, that tugging sensation kind of ends and calms down.
Viren starts drinking rapidly.
Thank you, Tempe. Holy cow, didn't want to go through that nonsense.
All right, phase 2. Who's ready for phase 2? And I look at the spider lady and I go, the definitely not scared 6 are here for you.
And almost on cue, perfect. There's kind of like a thump as all of the crumbled rocks of the mural are like pushed upward for a second. And then another one, as if someone is trying to force their way out from underground. And finally, with the third thump, the stones are scattered and thrown about, as rising from a sudden chasm beneath them is the figure of a lady. And let me grab the picture for you.
We might be the admittedly slightly scared 6 at this point.
The slightly scared 6. Our very scary DM right now is going to post a reference of whatever we are probably going to fight in our Discord, which you can check out below.
Oh god.
And with this picture, I'd like you to also note that there are 8 spider legs kind of twitching out from her back.
Oh, lovely.
She's got a scythe.
Oh, that's less than
Sure
ideal.
does.
Yep.
And she kind of like casts a glance at all of you and seems to look mostly through you instead of at you, before turning and hovering across the reflecting pool toward that temple. And as she moves, you see that there are some fainter but still visible clouds of whitish energy that slowly start to approach the cathedral.
Poofers is going to run up into that white energy and try and slash through it with her sword. And then slam her sword into the ground in front of this thing.
So she is moving towards that cathedral much faster than you can move. But you jump through one of these clouds and try and like slash through it. And it kind of like falls apart around you and then reforms and continues to move over toward her.
That's not good.
And she phases through the door of the cathedral and ends up inside.
Guys, I think we need to go in there.
Do we have to? Did you just see what happened?
Yep, and Poofers charges forward.
Oh my god, she just went in.
She's
Hey,
going
hey,
full blown
Troy,
Q customer.
you run in front of me. I'll watch your back.
All right. I start running behind Magnus.
As
All
we're
right.
running, I'm saying, Poofers, get the immovable rod ready.
Hold it up and I click it and then I like stop myself. I'm like, wait, and I unclick it again and I keep running.
Not that ready.
All right. So, let me change the map over. I pray this works.
Ooh,
We'll
our
see.
first time using Foundry. We're upgrading our game graphics.
All right. Let me know if you are all loaded in. Hopefully.
I can see it. I mean, I can't see inside, but
Yes, you should
I
be
see
able to see
myself
inside.
outside.
I'm at 90% loading.
Yeah, I'm good.
I see it.
looks like Viren isn't over here, or at least it's not listing him.
He's loading.
Just let me load.
You can click back to the Red Cliff map and then over to this one, and it might fix it. Good. Okay. First hurdle done. Okay. So there is a door in front of you, and you may open and enter it whenever you are ready.
Poofers kicks it down in person.
Saw
All right.
that coming.
You can move your character in then.
Oh, she's animated. Ooh.
Alright, you should all be able to see the interior of the cathedral.
Eric cannot control his.
I am not able to control mine.
Are you able to scroll out?
Let me see here. Right now, it's still showing all the characters lined up if you look on the stream.
Okay, refresh your page.
Yeah.
You're the worst person to have this problem too.
I think we're good now.
Okay, can you move around? Ah. Hurdle 2 passed.
Are these when we enter? Are these these 6 things like
Pews.
booths or something? Or?
Yeah, they're like pews. So ahead of you,
Here.
standing before the altar of a great statue of the Spider Queen, is this kind of like corporeal spider creature that you had seen rise from the ground. And she seems to take no notice of you. However, as you enter, time for the third hurdle, we'll see. And you step foot in this cathedral, you start to feel a sort of weird separation. The door slams behind you shut, trapping
Oh yes.
trapping you inside. And further, this space feels like fully disconnected. It doesn't feel like there is an outside anymore. You feel like you're in a time and space apart. And you begin to move forward, and that kind of apartness becomes material as in turn around the room. I hope that you're seeing this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
In turn around the room, little rifts in
This
space.
better not be a memory game because I did not catch any of those.
Little rifts in space
Oh.
open and pour out elemental energy. And
Interesting.
as you reach the center square, she turns to face you, and I need us to roll initiative.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
All right, this is it. Season finale battle right here.
Okay, so we have.
Are you kidding me? Look at these rolls.
It looks
They're
like we
so
have
bad.
Viren first, right?
Bjorn with a 13 is
What's
first.
the best?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolled a 2.
All right, we have Viren,
This is not
Aravir.
looking good for
Oh
us.
boy. I rolled a 2 as well.
Ooh, that's
So
good
did
for
I.
us.
Wait a second.
Aravir. Remember what we were talking about before? The
And then the queen
healing?
gets to go.
Wait, what?
I'll message you.
Magnus, Troy, Poofers. All right,
Okay, save the best for last.
that was some unfortunate rolling we just saw.
That was terrible.
And we
was
all
real
get
bad.
one shot.
Okay.
This was a
Uh,
really fun
and
campaign.
as she turns to face you, a couple things appear in parts of the room. over here if you didn't see it, and over here. These kind of large rotating crystals in the air are reminiscent of those in the first puzzle that you encountered, the floor
Step
puzzle.
in front of them.
Okay. So first in the order is our good friend Biren.
You got this, Barry.
Okay. Well, and currently we don't see any of our. So are these pews actual physical pews still? Like, could you
Yeah,
hide
they're
behind
just-
them?
Yeah, they would give you half
Definitely.
cover if you crouch down.
Okay.
What if I lay down?
Then you are inconvenienced in having to stand back up.
I
Lucy,
hear
please go
squeaky
downstairs.
Pancake strategy.
Noticing the crystals in the room, I recognize them because I got zapped a bajillion times by them. And I'm going to point that out to everyone, especially Magnus, who wasn't there before.
Magnus, go stand above the crystals and laugh.
Yeah, Magnus, look out for those crystals. They shoot lasers.
Laser crystals. Got it.
They add to the light show. And I'm going to, because we just saw everything basically get eviscerated, I'm going to send out Dr. Ink to go poke our friend over there. How do I get Dr. Ink out on the field?
This is gonna be problematic. I didn't actually prepare him.
Oh no.
How dare you forget?
How could you forget Dr. Ink?
Don't worry,
Got
I
the
know-
DM off guard. Ooh.
I forgot he existed. I don't have your duplicate either.
You
so
forgot he existed?
Ouch.
Chat,
Dr. Ink
slam our
sheds
DM.
a small tear of fear.
Let's see if I can get him an image.
I mean, just any Bearstein will do. He's just a gigantic, ghostly Bearstein.
I think I have it in my portraits folder. The real question is, where did I save that portraits folder? Oh no. There it is. Oh, I do. This is professional. You're welcome. Oh, no. Totem. Image. Choose file. This one. Open. Select. Update. It didn't work. Don't worry.
We're almost there.
I'm a professional at this.
We're almost there. This actually gives me time to go over some of my tricky spells. So, you do your thing.
Oh, you know why? It's because we're on a different server. Alright, you know what? He's just gonna have to deal with that token for now.
Okay, that's fine. Just
But
go
you should be able
ahead.
to move him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. I can't move him. Just go ahead and move him next to Ghosty.
Okay.
There we go. And Dr. Ink is gonna say, "You're not the usual priest," and he's gonna take a whack at our very scary, totally spooky ghost figure.
Okay.
Let's see here. Actions. Still getting used to this. Spiritual weapon.
We start out strong.
Is that a natural 20?
It is.
That is a natural
Indeed.
20. I don't have my my button ready yet, but
Bow, 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 bow.
ba, 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 ba. Why is the crit damage only 2 when the force damage is 9?
Just it. I don't know why it rolls. It like re-rolls crit damage
Okay,
instead
that's-
of doubling it.
All right.
So you're gonna have to do math.
Well, anyways, Dr. Ink takes a look up and down and is like, this isn't the right person, and takes a good whack at its ankle, which is not really existent, but he knows it's there. And natural 20's it for 18 force damage.
Wow, 18 force damage.
Does she
That's
look
pretty
like she
good.
took a whomping?
She did. She looks to not really be, hurting from it at all, but it does look to have had an effect.
Great.
And then the next thing I'm going to do is, knowing that our sigils were radiant-oriented, I am going to experiment by using the cantrip Sacred Flame, my bug zapper, on top of our spectral friend. Oh, is that a Sacred Flame right there?
No, that is in fact Dr. Ink. Let me change it again.
Okay. Well, that's still cool. That could be the Sacred Flame right there.
That's a save, right?
Yes. That is
save?
a Dex 16.
Yeah, alright. Failed.
Ooh, okay. And then I'm gonna roll 2d8. That wasn't very high. 3 radiant damage.
Pew.
Woo! 3 radiant damage.
But how does that make her feel?
Alright. I changed it. It's still... That's Dr. Ink.
Alright, cool. I like it.
Okay. 21 total damage. Alright, she took the damage for sure, but she doesn't have like a visceral reaction to it or anything.
Oh, so nothing from the radiant damage? Just
No.
for clarity. Okay. Does she look over? Is she irate or anything, or is she still focused?
Is she upset about
She looks
Uh-oh.
distant. She doesn't look like she even kind of registers that you're here or that she even has like a solid thought process. She looks more like an empty, hollow puppet than anything else. But at this moment, you see that those, very like through those kind of like curtained windows, you can see that the white clouds of energy that were approaching earlier have started to arrive and circle the building. Is that your
That's
turn?
unsettling.
Yeah. For the sake of my party members, I'm just going to... I kind of look at her and I'm kind of staring at her like, huh, okay, well that didn't really do anything. Let's see what these crystals do. And I... Whoop! And I step right there to see what happens.
Nothing happens, in fact.
Oh. Okay. And then I look back at the group and I kind of like... And then... I guess I'll go here. Anything happen?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I'll... Oh no. She's rolling dice. Those sound effects are scary. That's going to end my turn for the time being.
Okay. It is at this moment that the crystals start to kind of blink and fade in and out of existence. There we go. Right here, event. There we go. And they start to glow and pulsate.
Great. That's wonderful.
Well, so it looks like they move and then they might start firing.
Yes, and let me
Pulsating any
just...
particular color?
They pulsate with purple energy.
Nice one, Jesus fan.
Go. All right. That brings us to Erebir.
Smack her! Get up there and smack her. That's what I always do.
I pull my radiant blade.
All right.
I like to throw it at her.
I believe you have to. You're not quite in range. Can't stand inside Tempest either.
Yeah,
There you
well,
go.
Yeah, no.
All right. Go ahead and make the attack then.
Come on, Airbeer. Ooh. Stuff and things.
An 18 to hit for 12 damage. Cool.
And I'd like to move back.
All right.
Ah.
We're gonna take our first legendary action.
Did that hit?
Yay.
No.
It did hit, yes. Let's see. She's going to turn to Viren and hold out her, or kind of rather like more, make a slash at you with her scythe, which seems to open a temporary rift. And from that, a beam of fire energy flies out at you.
Oh,
However, I don't believe it hits you with a 14.
it does not.
Okay, that was a sad roll.
Yay!
However, now it's also her turn. So she's gonna do a full action.
And try and hit Viren again.
He is closest.
I
However,
baited
she's
that
not
one.
gonna do that. She's going to. That'll be a fun spell. We'll save that one. She's gonna go ahead and cast Fireball.
Hey. Great.
Oh boy.
And this is a 20-foot sphere.
Hold on to your butts! While our butts are being lit on fire, I'd just like to thank Pit TMK for following us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I need Erebir, Tempest, Poofers, and Magnus to please make dexterity saving throws.
Is this a scene threat?
This is not a scene threat.
Oof.
I'm sorry, did you ask
Okay.
me to roll as well?
No, you're not quite in radius there.
I was
You're
bold enough to
you're
move through the
just
lasers.
out of it. You're on the very edge. As is Troy. Let's see, and this spell does stupid friggin' lights in the way. I can't see anything. The spell save
mama.
DC.
Oh, look at all
Oh.
those ones. Thank
Sweet
God.
ones!
Oh, you were able to see that?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of nice that way, to be honest.
Okay, then I don't get to fudge.
No, no, never mind. Never mind.
The save was
No,
17.
we don't want to see your rolls.
So if you rolled less than 17, you will be taking 25 damage. Otherwise, you'll be taking 12.
Oh.
Everyone but Magnus.
I have evasion, and I succeeded, so I take 0.
So 25.
Oh.
Ow.
Hold on a second. I want to show something, but it's going to take a moment. You know what? It's not worth it anymore.
Don't show us your rolls. You don't need to show us those.
No. It was the fireball effect, but I decided it wasn't worth
Oh,
Aw,
let's see.
come
Let's
on.
see it.
Yeah, no, I
Let's
want to
do
see
it, come on.
Yeah,
it. It just takes a second.
this is the.
That's okay.
I have a
it's the
feeling it's
end
not
of
the
a
last time she
season
cast it.
and the beginning of new graphics. So I want to see this.
Right. This is a teaser of what our gameplay is.
I want to
going
be rewarded for having a third of my life just taken away.
Give me some guts.
I want to be prepared for my next character that I'm going to make.
Boom!
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord,
yeah.
the fire.
Nice.
Alright, well now it's gone anyways.
How did the pews seem to hold up against that? Are they decimated?
The pews look a little charred, but they're not like destroyed. Okay. And that's the end of her turn. Actually, she's gonna move a little bit. Like, right. Oh no, actually, never mind. She's not moving. That brings us to Magnus.
Okay. Is this church like or temple or whatever we're gonna call it? Does it have like a ceiling or is it like a physical like monastery?
It is an entirely stone cathedral.
We look at the
Oh,
ceiling.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. I like. Is there a
there
ceiling
Smart.
that I can
there
get-
is a window back here behind the statue,
Okay.
and the sides here are also windowed, but they're covered by curtains right now.
Okay. Copy that. Then I would. Okay. I'm going to cast. Actually, I take it back. Here's what I'm going to do. Sorry. No, I'm just.
Yeah, I hear large doggo.
Yeah, there's a large dog hitting me.
Probably eating babies in the background.
Well, I can't cross. I'd have to cross 2 of those death stars to get to him.
Pooper shakes their head. No,
They
no,
are
no.
not firing right now. They are charging, and you can see kind of like energy rifts starting down those lines that I drew.
So
But they're not.
also, just for clarity, when it was my turn and I explained to Magnus, it's like you can basically dex roll, right, to like see if you get out of the way in time, right?
That's how it worked in the puzzle, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's how it works. in the
Right.
puzzle.
So to remind you, in the puzzle, basically they charged up and then fired.
Once you were in the area, or they just randomly charged up and fired.
In the puzzle, that I'll just tell you now because I think it was not entirely clear. They will fire along a certain path after they've charged up, but here it will not be till their next turn.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to. Can I get to him? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm going to get to the big baddie. And I'm going to say stand by, which charges my flaming tongue sword. And then I'm going to use booming blade on him. Her.
Okay.
Which that's. Oh wait, that was damage. Sorry. Actually, do you miss on booming blade?
Booming blade
You
requires you
still
to make an
have to-
attack.
Yeah.
You
still
still have to attack, right? Okay. Sorry, first time doing it. Okay. So I'm just gonna do that. There's the attack.
10 does not hit.
10 doesn't hit. Dang it. Then I used my bonus already. That was my action, and I used most of my movement. So I'm gonna hang out right there.
Okay. It's now Tempest's turn, and he's too lazy to pull up everyone's character sheets. So, does anyone need healing, or do we want to focus on other support?
Me, please.
Who needs it more? Who needs more healing?
I'm gonna go run up right next to the boss.
I
Just-
need healing.
That's true. All right, he's gonna heal Poofers right now.
It's a lot to me.
Can only heal one person. Doesn't have those fancy multi-heal spells.
Maybe he should.
Maybe he
How
can't
do we
because he's a
convince
bard.
him?
All right, Poofers.
How much Healy?
Oh, I did not mean to make that a private roll, but that is only 15 back. But it was only a second level spell slot, so. Okay. And then he will inspire Poofers.
Is that a +8 to any roll?
He has a D8, yes.
Okay.
To 1d20 roll. Doesn't like being out in the open here either, so he's gonna move. And then Poofers, it's your turn.
Oh my god, finally! So Poofers is crouched down, after taking the hit from the fireball. And when she comes back up, you can see she is visibly angry and in a rage. She's going to run up. The crystals are still charging, right?
Mhm.
So she's going to run up, jump over the pew next to the boss.
Can I get an acrobatics or athletics check for that?
Yes, she may.
Ooh.
I don't know why it rolled twice, but just take the first one.
Okay, 19 was plenty. So you deftly jump over it.
I'm gonna
land.
jump up and do a cool spinning, forward spinning splashdown with my blade and hit her twice. I'm gonna attack recklessly as well.
Okay. so I will have advantage on hitting you. Um, 11 does not hit.
Yeah, I have to roll another d20 though.
Okay, you know what you could do is put this in a script. 9 does also does
9
not
is,
hit.
it's 9 plus 7, 16.
Okay, 16 does.
Okay, wonderful.
16 hits. All right.
I wait for large amounts of damage to roll, spookily.
That's a nat 20 on my second hit.
Yeah, that does.
Woo!
And then let's see what damage I use.
So the first one did 13 damage, it looks like, right?
No, I think the first one did 22, the second one did 13.
Oh, okay.
And this one did 18, so I'm going to take the 22 and the 18 gets doubled.
It's 36, so...
Yes. Actually, it should be minus 3 because I don't have Crimson Right damage yet. I didn't turn it off.
Alright, I think I did that right. Or it's close enough. Anything else you want to do?
No. No, I'm going to come down from my cool slashing attack and kind of get into a defensive stance as I expect to get smashed in the face with the scythe.
Probably safe. Safe assumption. Alright. Oh, I accidentally rolled under you.
She also has disadvantage against everybody on attack rolls but me.
Okay.
If she hits them with, they have resistance to.
Alright, it's at this point that...
Oh, I don't like
How much damage did I do, by the way?
It was 33 plus 22, so 55.
Also big chunky hit. Okay.
Yeah,
How's
that
she
was-
How does she look after that hit?
Does that
looks-
include my double damage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She looks perfectly fine.
She's a boss. She's not gonna go down in one round.
I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, okay. So the room kind of quakes a little bit as these tears throughout the room start to open up and pour out more energy. 62. So we see some new things start to pop around. Six. And there. Can you see those? I hope.
Mm-hmm.
As so what essentially happens is these rifts open and you see some of the white energy from outside rush in through the windows and enter the rifts, and then a moment later these kind of like ectoplasmic elementally infused but they kind of like switch around, it's not just one element, creatures pour out of them. And the first is going to make an attack at Erebir. With a 23 to hit for... Oh, only 4 damage. 4 very sad damage. This one's gonna come up and hit Magnus. With a 17 to hit, does that hit you?
That matches.
Okay, so yeah. For 9 damage. And then the third one's gonna come up and smack Troy. With a 23 to hit for also 9 damage.
Come on, 23 to hit. That doesn't hit. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
9. Okay.
Alright. Back to Biren.
Wait, what?
To Troy.
Yay.
Sorry. Actually, you're supposed to go before Proofers. I just skipped you. So I will correct that next round, but you can go ahead and do that now.
Okay. All right. I am going to. So this Slimer character, if I move, am I taking an attack of opportunity?
I'm gonna say no because I let him go first. So no. He'll just
Okay.
chase you down.
Okay. I am going to move. Oh, Sorry, bear with me. Get some line of sight, kind of between collides. The attempted token movement collide. What? Is it not letting me move?
If you can't move down because there's a pillar there, and you probably can't move into the enemy.
I'm trying to move right there. Okay. Well, that I still have line of sight with that one.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I am going to fire my first shot at the crazy scary lady. And I'm going to use a disarming attack for the scythe.
Okay.
With a 26 to hit and 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And for the disarming attack, it takes a strength saving throw, DC 14.
They pass, so she does not drop her weapon.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take my second shot. I'm gonna turn my attention to the crystal on the sidewall and just take a shot at the crystal and see if anything happens.
Okay.
The 25 to hit for 11 piercing
All right.
damage.
So you hit it very strong, actually. And when you do that, it seems to kind of like disrupt its charge, but it doesn't destroy the crystal.
Does it look any worse for the wearer? Does it look like it? Okay.
Like, it doesn't look like it's been damaged. It looks like it's been interrupted.
Okay. Okay. And for my bonus action, can I just? Why won't it? Is that are those pillars, those square things? Is that why it won't let me move there?
Yeah, there's a pillar there.
Okay. Could I move to here?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
All right. Did we want to take a quick break before we continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's
Okay,
do that then.
We'll
We'll
be
be
back.
back.
welcome back. Moving on to round 2 of this epic boss battle. Not quite epic yet, but it'll get there hopefully. Viren, it's your turn.
Cool. So before the break, we saw that Troy had fired at a crystal, and it looked like it kind of delayed its firing cannon. Yeah. Which
Yes.
one was that? Was it the one on the right or the one below?
On the right.
On the right.
Okay. I am going to Dr. Ink, which is like this weird thing.
It's supposed to be like
now.
a mace. I don't know if
Yeah, is that a mace next to the witch? Oh,
yeah,
sure.
I
it's
can
a-
change it again.
I am going to move horizontally towards our spooky friend. What are we calling this? There needs to be a name for this thing.
Her name is it's the Mad Queen Hera.
All right. I'm going to move
Harry.
vertically forward to aim
You did this to
horizontally
yourself.
over at
I
the
did.
Mad Queen.
Hera is like, shorter than Harry.
That's
Literally.
True. That's true.
And I am going to fire a level 3 guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's a good one. There you go.
Level 3 guiding bolt. Do it. I dare you.
Oh,
A 10 to hit. A 10 sadly does not hit.
That does not hit. Okay. Disappointed by the effort. He's going to have Dr. Ink take a whack at our Mad Queen.
Okay. "24 does hit.
there we go.
Get
For
him!
12 force damage. Interesting. Okay.
Your crystals are weak, says Dr. Ink, and takes a whack at the Mad Queen.
Yeah, so it comes down like across her and kind of like bashes her. And right as it does, this kind of same effect that happened when you walked in. These rifts across the room seem to kind of tear open. There we go. That was a little laggy on my end, at least. These rifts across the room kind of tear open for a second, and she momentarily kind of like phases in and out of existence for a second before the entire room starts to take a kind of green hue with a very concentrated green aura in this space that she's in. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the room, there are 3 auras of different colors that pop up as these tears open up in those spaces. And let's see what happens. It's time for a legendary action, and she is going to make an attack at Poofers for this.
Great.
Yeah, that's a 23 to hit for... oh, that was low. 14 damage.
What kind?
This is magical slashing damage.
So I don't have resistance to that.
You do not have resistance to this. It's the crystal gets to go.
It's the crystal's turn.
This one down here, at the bottom, shoots a beam of energy across this entire column. I'm afraid to add more effects because it might like break everything in terms of networking, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But it fires across the entire room. No one is in its path, so no one's taking damage from this. However, they both teleport again. Oops.
Did you highlight the lines again?
Yeah. Goes like right there. Okay. Hit this button. There we go.
Get out of the way, Tempest.
And yeah, those charge up. Which brings us next to Aravir's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here into the
Oh.
yellow.
I want to mention one more thing. She seems to kind of take on the energy of the aura that she's in. She's kind of like glowing a greenish.
Kill the green. Is this
And,
a good opportunity to post in chat the lovely device that Troy made to explain the elements?
Go ahead. Further, you see that within the areas of the rifts, you see these like spinning things. Those are motes. So there is now a collection of motes in each square's aura.
Everything good?
Yeah, it's Sarah's turn when she's ready then.
Oh, I was waiting. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So I move into the red, and I'm going to shoot her with. How about a nice little chromatic orb of lightning.
All right. Go ahead and roll that. That is a 16 to hit, which does hit for 21 lightning damage. So this does, it does look like it hits her and does the expected amount of damage, but it doesn't seem to be like as potent as it could be in damaging her. Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And
you post
also
that imagery?
recall my radiant blade with my bonus action.
I did.
All right. You would have taken an attack of opportunity when you moved the first time from that creature over here. So I'm gonna have him do that. Oh, it missed anyway, so you're fine. Okay. So that brings it to her turn, and she is going to face Poofers, and Poofers, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Did she not hit me?
Not yet. Just need a wisdom save.
Oh, I need a wisdom save. I didn't hear that part. Take the first one.
Alright, 12. She does not hit you, but you do become frightened of her, and on your turn will you will suffer the effects of being frightened by her.
Can you remind me of what that means?
Yep. Looking up the specifics. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against her, and you can't willingly move closer to her.
Got it.
She is also going to try and hit. What's her range on this? Oh, that's plenty. She's gonna try and hit Tempest with an attack. Oh, that missed. So she kind of like does this thing again where she drags her scythe across the air and it creates like a temporary rift that shoots out a beam of green wind energy over at Tempest, and he just kind of like ducks and pops his head back out right after. Misses him completely, which brings us to Magnus's turn.
All right. So, I am Magnus right now. It's going to. I'm Magnus, very dark and brooding. Okay, so let's see here. I am going to roll. I'm going to hit her with a sneak attack.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Not sure why I rolled with advantage, but
Oh, that was probably me. Take the first one. So,
mod 20 to hit for a total of 19 damage. So as he like slashes out and tries to rip at her, this attack seems particularly weak. It does not seem to damage her like it did before. This kind of like green energy has given her a renewed power.
All right, I'm going to disengage, and I'm actually gonna run. Let's see here. I'm gonna run down here. Wait, how far can I run as Magnus?
I think he's 30 feet.
Welcome to regular us problem.
What kind of damage did Magnus do?
He did physical damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Eravir
we-
did lightning. Eravir did lightning damage, and it seemed normal. Magnus did physical, and it seemed weak.
Got it.
But Eravir screwed up and forgot to pick up the emote, so not as strong as it could have been.
Yeah. Which is that everything for Magnus then?
Yeah.
Okay. Brings us to Tempest's turn. Does anyone need healing right now?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to then heal Eravir for 13 HP back, and he will also inspire Troy.
I love you, Tempe.
Yeah.
Does that mean I add a D8?
You can add a D8 to a single D20 roll unless the roll fails and you keep it and do it again.
Okay.
Troy, your turn.
Okay. Watch me on this, because I know that there were a bunch of rules and I don't want to break them. But do I have enough movement to go pick up a lightning mote and then skip over to pick up a fire mote?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically do that, which would leave me about here.
But I think
Can you
wanna,
recap what actions that takes?
Yeah, so
That's what I'm. Right.
picking up a mote takes an attack. So if you use multi-attack, you can pick up 2 motes in a single turn, and then you can infuse them for free. If you're trying to empower lightning, though, you want to pick up fire first and then lightning. Fire
Really? I
empowers
thought it
lightning.
was the other way.
Well, you can't just.
Oh
hold
no,
them
I'm
and
sorry.
then use-
You're right. It is lightning and then fire.
Oh, phew.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can hold them. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter. You just have to infuse them in the right order, which would be lightning and fire.
Right.
So you pick
right.
up what you want to hit with first, and then if you want to, you can make it stronger by picking up the second thing.
The thing
Exactly.
that's behind it on the wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, doing that, I am going to use my free actions to use it on my bow, the lightning, and then empower it with the fire mode. And that took up both my attacks, right? Because of it takes 1 attack per each pickup for a mote.
Yeah. It takes an attack to pick up a mote. Yeah.
Okay. So that took my 2 attacks. Then I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
And then.
Or did you infuse them in? Then you are trying to empower lightning, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'm going to, on action surge, take my first shot at the Mad Queen.
Are you going to expend that charge?
Yes, I am.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go with sharpshooter.
Oh boy.
So that.
I'm so glad that hit.
Um,
wait.
Okay.
So you rolled a 15 to hit for a total of 20 damage between piercing and sharpshooter. However, it was infused with an empowered lightning element, and as that tears through the space toward her and hits her square in the chest, you feel an absolute explosion of power, and that damage is brought up to 60.
Wow.
Whoa. What was your
Okay.
original damage?
20. It was tripled.
Whoa.
So I'm guessing it's probably doubled when not
Yep.
empowered and tripled when empowered.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
our ranged
like-
casters all of a sudden got really important.
Eravir hit with normal lightning, and that did normal damage.
So, but she
but
wasn't holding a moat though.
That's true, but she still did elemental damage.
Okay.
But when Magnus hit with a normal attack, that did half damage.
Oh. Okay.
She's gonna take a legendary action.
Wait.
and-
Wait.
Oh,
I'm
keep
sorry.
going.
I
Keep
have
going.
another attack because I get 2 attacks per, or 2
Oh, yeah, you're
shots
right.
per attack. Seeing that and kind of taken back by it with how much I did, I'm. Is there anything I want to look real quick? Anything behind her of significance?
This is a church that worships Lolth, so that statue is of the Spider Queen. Other than that, it looks like typical kind of like, religious artifacts and stuff like that. It's not anything that you think would be like, I need to destroy this to. It's not like a glowing red gem. This is destroy this and she dies, kind of deal.
Okay. I'm gonna take another shot at her, and I am gonna try to. Do I still have the moats for
No.
3 turns?
No, you
Oh, well-
spend it on an attack.
So they're okay. They're both gone now. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you might as well just reload, right?
Wait, so they're only good for one attack, even if you double attack. Just
They are
one.
good for one attack. Yeah.
Even if I double, yeah.
Well, 60 damage, right? So.
Right. Okay. Well, then, can I, for my second attack, can I just use a bonus action, run over and pick up a moat?
Did I think I wrote in our rules that it expends, didn't I?
I remember something about 3.
Moat infusion. You can infuse it into yourself or into your weapon. If you infuse into yourself, it lasts until the moat expires. If you infuse the moat into your weapon, it can be expended at any time on an attack up until the moat expires. So it would last 3 turns, and you could
Oh,
do it sometime within that duration.
got it. Okay. Then I am just going to use my other attack and pick up a lightning moat.
Okay, cool. Poofers.
All right, Poofer's turn.
Oh wait, no, she was gonna do a legendary action. Wait a second.
Wait, no.
Psych.
She's gonna try and hit Troy, actually.
Why you gotta stand so close to me, Troy?
I don't think that hit, though. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the damage. There we go. Oh, it didn't hit anyways, so you're fine. She tried to do the same thing to you that she tried to do to Tempest, but it didn't work. Again. Now it's Poofer's turn.
Now it's my turn. Okay. Poofers is going to see that Magnus's attack did Jack Diddley. And she's going to use her action to disengage and feline agility to sprint down to where the others are and pick up a... Oh no, I don't think I can because I just used an action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to sprint down there and wait.
Okay. It is the trash mob's turn now. They're still around. One is going to smack at Eravir right in front of him.
Boo.
With a 23 to hit for 5 slashing damage. This one is gonna 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Tempest totally would have moved on his turn. I just forgot to. Can't make it quite that far. So stop here, I think. Here we go. And then this other one is gonna start making its way over toward Baron. 3. Can make it and takes a slash at you.
I don't like this.
Which is a 16 to hit. I don't think that hits you.
It does not hit.
Okay. It is your turn now.
It is my turn. Okay. Let me see here.
Oh,
okay.
this is the third round.
Third roundo. Okay. So I see my buddies down there. They're all collecting their motes to make their maneuvers against the Mad Queen. Ooh, that was a lot of M's. And I almost feel like Baron would want to draw her attention in some way. She's in wind, and she doesn't like lightning. I don't have any abilities for lightning. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to cast Mirror Image. And right in front of me, these duplicates that kind of overlap each other all of a sudden are all around me. And I'm going to move, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to try to taunt the Mad Queen.
All right. If you move, you're gonna take an attack of opportunity from that guy.
Well, before I move, I was gonna taunt anyways.
Okay.
What
are you doing?
I am going to have my little daddy Longleg come out. And what's the name of the Mad Queen?
Hera.
Hera. I'm gonna go, hey Hera, Styx thinks you're ugly. And Styx kind of like moves one of his little arms on my shoulder and does it menacingly.
Does she get stick bugged?
Yeah, she gets stick bugged. Does that upset Hera?
Let's have. Ooh. Are you trying to intimidate or persuade? I feel like it's a mix.
It's a
care.
mix.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Whatever you want to roll.
Persuade or intimidation? I'm gonna go with persuasion because I have higher persuasion. That is a 12.
12 is not. I was gonna say that's not hit, but this is an AC. It's different. Let's see.
Do I mildly amuse her?
Her attention certainly seems focused on you.
Oh, that's good.
Not that she has much attention, but she kind of like turns to you. Here, I'll even turn her a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Attack of opportunity. Yeah, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. You do take that attack though.
Okay. Roll them.
That was an at 20. Did you see the sadness, John?
Okay. And then, hang on, let me pull Mirror Image. I haven't used it in a while, but that could stop me from getting beaten up. 1 sec. Where the heck is it? There we go. Yeah, Coffee, we finally gave her her own natural 20. That was because you requested it. Told you I'd do it. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. Okay, so I need to roll a d20, and if it's 6 or higher, I don't take the damage. Would you like to roll the damage to find out how scary this roll is going to be?
I mean, I already rolled it.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. What's the easiest way for me to roll?
/ roll space 1d20.
I'll just roll Arcana in here just because I have 0. If I use different types. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I passed. So as I'm running away, one of my 3 duplicates gets like flashed into a bunch of smoke.
Yeah, it was a hefty hit too. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right. It is at this point that these crystals blast off their enormous amount of energy down these pillars. And then they're gonna teleport again. Right there. And right there. And then I can move these.
I just posted again in Twitch chat for people that are watching and they're confused why there's all these different colors. It's because we are in an elemental battle. So there's a chart there, so you can understand what's going on.
Yeah. All right. So they boom as they fired off and then teleported and started to charge again. It is Avery's turn.
I would like to come pick up a lightning emote.
Okay.
And then, is that the only thing I can do? Can I go and pick up a
You
fire
can
red emote as well?
you can cast a cantrip. You cannot pick up a second boat.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to move myself. Okay, so I, with the lightning, am going to, let's see, cantrips. That's been a while. With
It'll replace any, if you choose to expend it, it'll replace any tax element.
it will replace anything.
Yeah.
So whatever I throw at her, it will be replaced with
Lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will throw out a firebolt.
Okay. And you have unlocked the first secret. So that was a 22 to hit. Wow, 17 damage. Pull out a calculator. You find that even though the element was changed to lightning, by casting the empowering element, it seems to have charged it, regardless of not having picked up a firebolt.
Ooh,
Yay!
that is huge. Aravir is now our MVP, I think.
So that
And
goes
Baron,
up to 51
Baron.
damage.
holy moly,
How much?
51.
From my cantrip.
So, if I understand correctly, it's because she used a specific type of cantrip that was empowering the moat?
She used
Yes.
a fire cantrip, which empowers lightning.
Gotcha.
So even though it did lightning
here
damage,
throwing that all
So
day.
the element
Have the
doesn't.
base mode and then empower it
Right.
with whatever you do.
The element doesn't have to necessarily. The empowering one doesn't have to come from the other mode. It can come from your
So your
cast.
spell can empower your mode.
Yes.
Very.
yes, it is a legendary action time, and she's going to throw another cantrip at someone. She'll throw it at Viren because that's the wrong die. Because he intimidated her or threatened her. That was
Yeah,
an 18.
I intimidated
Hit you?
her. I made her scared.
It's an 18 hit you.
Matches.
Yeah, it does. You take. Oh, that was such a sad roll. Ugh. I didn't mean to click that either. That was a total of 8 plus. So that is 11 force damage, aka wind damage.
11, that's it. So
yeah, it was,
yeah, that was sad. Let's go to mirror image.
I think she has disadvantage to hit too,
Oh yeah, she does, doesn't she?
on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
well, that was a nat one. So
You take no damage.
Wow.
You
Well,
take
I'm
no
glad
damage
because
instead.
you know what I'd have to do, right? Is I'd have to roll to see if it hits, and basically I'd be wasting it if it saved me because I'd only take 11 damage. So, good call, Poofers. Thanks, Poofers.
yeah, thank you for reminding me of that too, because I forget. I have too much going on.
I forget too.
Are you telling me that the elemental disco is overwhelming you right now?
I can barely handle like one train of thought at a time. So, all right, it is her turn now. I think Airveer's done, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's cast this. And the distance. Oh, that's plenty. Okay, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw, and this is a 60-foot radius. So we're
That's gonna hit everybody.
yeah, it's gonna hit everyone in this whole building. Fucking.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. The DC is 17. Please tell me if you failed.
Oh, I failed miserably.
I matched. Oh no, I failed. Nope, I failed.
I would like to use my favored by the gods and add a 2d4.
Okay,
Smart.
Do I still have my inspiration that I got from Tempe?
you do.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my 14. So how do I roll a 1d8?
Slash
Just
roll.
type /roll space D8.
Poofers, I believe you still failed the save, right?
I did.
You can keep the inspiration then.
So I add
Really?
4
And Troy can also keep the inspiration, because he also failed.
to... I'm trying to find... So mine turns to 18.
You succeed then. Excellent. If you failed, you are taking 32
Ooh.
force damage as a kind of like tornado starts at that point and expands throughout the whole area. If you succeeded, you are taking 16 force damage.
Oof.
It's time to get some heals in.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, how much damage was that? 30 what?
32.
32? Okay.
Yeah.
How many people got hit by that?
Everybody.
Everybody? Okay.
Everyone took damage.
How many people did everyone fail? Sorry, I wasn't paying exactly.
Everyone except Erebir failed.
Okay.
But 2 of them got to keep their bardic inspiration dice. That's great.
Is that a feature of bardic inspiration, or did you just give that to us to be nice?
No, I changed his subclass, so you have that now. Yeah.
That's really nice.
I believe that's all she can do right now.
Oh, all she can do.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring her down a square because it bothers me she's not in the center. Okay. Magnus's turn.
Okay. Magnus is going to shimmy around this thing.
Yeah, okay. You just have to be in the area, like in the yellow area to grab a moat. You don't have to be like right next to the symbol.
So he's gonna pick up a yellow moat. And then to pick up can he pick up a red one on the same turn or no?
He only has 1 attack, I think, so no.
That is correct. Okay.
But he does have fire attacks.
Yeah, only melee though.
Yeah.
So, do I want to get up there? Take an attack. Yeah. Can you take a reaction on an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he is going to launch himself at the boss, who he'll have sneak attack because of Dr. Ink, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So he is going to attack her with his sword.
As a bonus action, you mean?
Oh, because he can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Keep
you're
forgetting
fine.
I don't have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
No, then he's just going to stay down there for now.
Okay. He can bonus action disengage and move up.
He can, but well, I guess it would be good to be spread out. He's looking. Well, he's gonna move out of the way of these crystals, so he's gonna disengage.
Okay. Who needs healing most desperately?
I will go down in one more big hit.
I will go down in one big hit.
Possibly as
Oh,
as
wait.
well.
Did Magnus get hit by that last thing of hers? I didn't roll a wisdom save for him.
We're gonna have to do that.
Pick the first one.
He did get hit for 32.
Okay, then Magnus needs heal real bad.
We all need heals real bad.
I don't know who to choose.
I cannot take damage away from Magnus, so I'm gonna have to keep track of it with a pen and paper like some kind of
I
cave
will
person.
go
This
do
is
it
hell.
for you manually if you tell me what to take off.
What was it 30, 31,
32.
32?
Minus 32.
BRB.
Alright. Fuck. Okay. If Poofers needs it the most, we'll go ahead and heal Poofers. Can you see those rolls? Just out of curiosity.
Oh,
No.
Airview, you're teleporting.
That was a 22 back.
Nice.
We like it. We like it.
A bonus action, you can expend one bardic inspiration. Anyone planning on casting a saving throw spell anytime soon?
Should I?
Well, he can subtract a d8 from her next save, but has to be done on his turn. So
I see what you're saying.
Does that count for maneuvers too?
yeah. Well, no. Any.
It's to
oh
her.
yeah, it does. Any saving throw.
It doesn't have to be a cast.
No. Any number roll from the next saving throw it makes before the start of his next turn.
Disarm his ass or something.
That, or he can inspire another person.
Go
Which
for the
you want?
disarm.
Okay.
I will say, if you disarm her,
Go for something that
Wait,
that
wait.
disables him.
No. I want to hear what DM was saying.
if you disarm her, she's just gonna pick it up on her turn. Disarming is good where you can disarm it and then kick it away.
Right. Okay. I mean, I could go for like a trip where she'd be prone. If that helps.
She can also stand up on her turn.
Movement.
Meh.
I mean, she's moved 5 feet. You could stop her
No.
from moving that 5 feet.
Nah, it's not worth. It's not worth using. I only have. I got very limited of these, so it's not worth it right now.
Alright, so I'm gonna inspire someone then, I guess.
Probably the best.
Try and Poofers have it already. Let's go to Buren. I feel like he needs it.
Oh, thank you.
Ervir's left out in the cold.
She is. She kinda has been. She can heal though, so I feel less inclined to heal her.
Just do it myself kind of thing.
It is Troy's turn.
What's that?
It's Troy's
Your turn, Troy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I have the lightning mote, which I'm putting on my bow, and then I'm going to make like a cool looking dive into a somersault out of it, over to grab a fire mote with
Okay.
one of my attacks. I'm going to imbue it to empower my lightning, and then I am going to take another sharp shooting shot with my second attack at the Mad Queen.
Okay. Don't forget you still have inspiration.
If you miss.
Right. Well, that's why I'm going for the sharpshooter. Hold on one sec. Okay.
Oh, I'm like you. Oh, 14.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
You know what? I'm gonna save my
20 total
inspiration.
damage?
No, but it's gonna be tripled.
If you hit her.
Right. So I'm gonna. Don't worry. I'm getting there.
He's got it.
I'm going to use my precision attack as a maneuver, which adds an additional 1d8 to the attack roll, which
Nice.
would hit her for sure because I can't roll lower than a 1. So I could roll it if you want, or we
No,
could
it's
just say it hits.
It does hit.
Doesn't that also give additional damage as well? Or am I wrong?
To add it to the roll before or after the roll, but before any. This one doesn't say. You're right. Most of them give additional damage.
Gotcha. This one just gives you a boost.
This one, you can expand one spirited die to add it to the roll before or after. It doesn't say anything about additional damage.
Gotcha.
So it just helps the roll.
I'm watching chat for Coffee to say no, it doesn't. But yeah.
It doesn't. But it makes sure I hit though. So.
All right. Excellent shot. That one again tears through the space and causes considerable agony even to this kind of shell of a person, as it does an explosive amount of damage. And welcome to phase 3 of the fight.
Oh jeez.
Where's my note? That's not it.
Are we moving phases based on how much she's damaged?
It would appear that way.
Okay.
One may assume.
I'm sorry. Can I, if I still have a bonus action
You do.
left, I am going to, use Second Wind.
Okay, that
Is
is
one-
perfectly fine with me.
1d10 plus 8 for some HP.
I can't find it.
Slash 10.
All
So
right.
I get 16 HP back.
Yes. Okay. So as as she kind of takes this a lot of damage, you feel a kind of shift in the winds of this room, and the whole area feels kind of like there's a wind blowing throughout it. If you are not actually, better way to phrase this. Viren, Magnus, and Tempest, and Troy all have this wind tearing through their ears. It actually kind of makes it hard to breathe even a little bit. Aravir and Poofers feel alright though. I know. If you are not Aravir or Poofers, you are both silenced and deafened right now.
Of course. Then.
And that brings us to Poofer's turn, actually.
Okay. So Poofers, seeing it's very windy outside, decides that she is strong enough to withstand these winds. She's going to use her first action to pick up a lightning mote.
Mhm.
She's going to run up here, and she is going to use her sword starts to glow with some fiery runes. And instead of doing a melee attack, she actually slashes with her sword and sends a slash of fire to the guy. I have to manually roll this because I don't have the macro set up, so it takes a
fine.
second.
Oof.
Gonna use my inspiration on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like your bardic inspiration or inspiration?
My real inspiration.
Okay, because I'm that's not gonna make a difference.
That one should hit. Okay.
Yes.
Mod 20 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. $11 damage plus.
Yeah, no,
6.
it's gonna be 11 plus 4 for fire damage. So 15.
15 total, so that gets tripled to 45. Just carry the 1. Okay. Yeah, that was hefty damage as
And
well.
then I'm going to slide back into the lightning.
Okay. You slide back into the lightning and you feel better. Okay. The trash mobs get to go. They still haven't been taken care of, amazingly.
They haven't done anything to anybody, so
They've hit a few people. They're not meant to be super strong. To Poofers is a 17 to hit
yes.
for, oh god damn it, 4 damage.
What kind of damage?
Slashing damage.
2 damage.
This one is gonna move over to Viren. Hey,
Hello.
It's a 7. That doesn't hit you.
No, it does not hit me.
Where's this third one? Oh, he's over by Tempest. Yeah. But, no, I'll stay there and hit Tempest. Wow, that actually hurt. That was 11 damage on me. I might have to heal myself next turn. Welcome to the 4th round.
We went through the 3rd round very quickly.
The 3rd round was a little short.
That was a diet round.
Wait, how many rounds are there? Are we actually going really slow? There's like 30 rounds.
No, it's damage based. Everyone's. Just out of curiosity, is anyone holding a moat right now?
I'm not.
I'm not.
No.
Or infused?
Wait,
Anyone?
I think Magnus is
Yeah, Magnus. Magnus has a
lightning.
lightning boat.
I
think it should be okay in the wind.
infused the lightning, but then I shot a cantrip because it's still infused, and I haven't gotten
No.
since.
It's not. It's expended
Okay.
on the attack. Did Magnus?
He did not attack. He's just holding the moat.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, Bjorn, it's your turn.
Cool. I am going to have my very trusty friend Dr. Ink, my gigantic spectral stein, take a whack at our enemy Mad Queen.
Okay. Have you been making saves when you take damage for him, by the way? Your concentration saves?
Dr. Ink is not concentration.
Oh, okay. I can never remember, honestly.
That is a 26 to hit with 7 blunt damage. So Dr. Ink
Oh, that's
is
force damage.
force
okay.
damage, yeah.
That hits her, and it actually seems to reinvigorate her.
Oh. Well, that's not good. We're not gonna.
Don't hit her with the force.
Dr. Ink kind of slams into her and kind of sees like, oh, and kind of backs up. And as I see that, I'm like, well, I think it's time that we should probably heal ourselves. I'm thinking this in my head because I can't talk or hear. So I hold up my stein in the air, and a large shot of radiant magic shoots out, and I cast a beacon of hope to all of my party members.
That is a verbal spell. You cannot cast that. You're silenced.
With Warcaster, can we double check on that? I may not need to use vocal or somatic.
You can perform the somatic components of the spell even when your hands are occupied. You still have to be able to speak.
Okay.
Magnus has sad face.
All of
Let
us
me see
have
if I
sad
can.
face.
Am I in range of the area?
You can go down. You can move down into the lightning.
That's as far as I can go.
Oh god.
You're technically not in it.
What can I do? That is very disappointing.
You can hold the action.
Yeah, I'll hold. Stretch. Yeah, I'll.
They put a toe in it.
Man, this
Oh,
is
you
a
took an
bummer.
attack of opportunity also from that guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
I didn't hit you,
Okay.
for certain.
Man, that's a bummer. That threw me off. Since I'm right there, I'm going to fire a level 1 guiding bolt at the Mad Queen.
Does that have a verbal component? It does. You can't cast that either. You are silenced.
Man, brutal. I mean, we haven't really had to use those before, so I'm a little thrown off. Then yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action.
Okay. The crystals are gonna fire. They actually obliterate this guy.
Yeah,
the other
they
guy.
do. And the other guy.
Other guy. I was waiting to bring that up.
There we go. And then they teleport more or less randomly. And then I gotta move these things too. Oh my god. Big scroll.
Do the crystals always go at the same time?
They do.
And which is
They're buddies.
no, I mean
They-
like they're
They charge, so they appear, then they charge the next turn, and then they fire the turn after that.
right, but who do they go after?
They go in the line.
They don't go after anyone, they're random.
No. Oh. Okay.
Pretend this goes all the way to the end. It's too much work to fix. Okay.
Were you asking what order in the rotation they are?
Yes.
They go after Biren.
Okay, that's what I.
Erebir.
I feel like Tempe's always in that line.
So, did Barry like hold his so that when something happens, his goes off?
I
or did
assume
he
that
just leave it?
I assume that he wanted to heal when he could heal.
Beacon
Is
of
that
Hope
right?
is a boost to our heals, so it gives max heals when party members are healed, and then it gives you advantage on saving throws and death throws. So the premise was to alley-oop my healing teammates.
You can hold your action until Biren can cast his if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like once he casts Beacon of Hope, I would like to then do a fourth level for healing.
Okay. Do you want to move or anything? Are you good?
Oh, good.
Okay. I'm gonna let Magnus go right now.
Go on, Magnus.
All right, Magnus here. Here
Oh,
we go,
you
pulling
pushed
up
you.
Magnus's D&D Beyond. All right. So Magnus is actually going to sprint up to her and hit her with a flame sword sneak attack. He already is empowered with lightning.
Oh my god.
That was a nat one, I think. Oh. Yeah, that was a nat one. Because he doesn't have advantage.
That's disappointing. If I was Magnus, I don't know if I have any inspiration.
I don't know if he does either.
I
I
have
think
no
he
idea.
does.
Hold on. I don't know.
Where
if
does he keep track of it? His inspiration thing is lit on his.
Alright, we'll say he has one. But
All
make
right.
sure you
Do
count
it.
One.
Fix it.
He's got one.
So that's an 18. I already rolled with advantage. That does hit. So 26 times 3, 60 plus 18, 78 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Magnus.
Plus 4. Okay, there we go. I've done it.
Okay. And then he is going to bonus action, disengage, and run right back to that lightning.
Okay. I don't think he has enough movement to get all the way over there. Because he also ran up. He was like halfway through.
Then he's gonna bonus action Misty Step down there.
He bonus action disengaged.
You're really gonna do that? Fine.
Yeah, what do you mean am I gonna do that?
I was gonna change it because I thought I could get down
You
there because
robbed
it was
me.
3 feet of movement.
No, you only get one bonus action. It's one or the
Well,
other.
yeah, but I was going to change my disengage to a Misty Step.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, you can do that then. I'm sorry. Alright. She has been forgetting to take legendary actions, which I should be doing more.
Go. Don't worry. That's okay. You can forget.
There's too much going on. My brain can't do it.
Not important.
She's gonna try and hit Biren because he's still upset at him. 28 should hit, right?
Maybe.
That was sassy.
Our DM is channeling her inner Mad Queen.
You pissed her off. What do you expect? You
She
still
has
Good.
disadvantage.
She has disadvantage, and
Thank you
I have my mirror images.
Damn it! So it was that one again. Um,
What? Wow.
Backfire.
All right, but now it is her turn, and she's going.
Al is looking out for Barry tonight.
She's gonna move over here and then turn slowly.
Tick.
I am liking the new graphics though. Oh, snap.
And at this moment, when she moves into the new space, the distribution changes. You
What
no
color
longer,
is she in? Is that blue?
That is gray.
So,
Right.
right
Okay.
as
Physical.
you change the colors, the music had like this dramatic pause. It was pretty
That's
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Totally intentional. So you're no longer silenced and deafened, so both of your spells will go off. However, you start to. Well, you recall that there was an effect attached to physical auras,
Yes.
and it is
I
pursuing.
recall.
It is pursuing all of you on your turns. You start to feel the ground poking at you a little bit.
What is she's in physical? Wait, sorry. The color is gray.
Yes.
Okay.
This round, so the new effect started here. Okay. And then she's going to make her attack. What does she want to do? This spell sounds fun. 20-foot square, you say? Can you go ahead and fire off your healing spells, please?
That's all there here.
Is she? I don't have video open. Is she around?
Heal us!
Sorry, I'm getting to there.
Prayer of Healing. Doesn't it do max healing damage? Healing points, Bjorn? That's what
Yep.
you said, right?
Yeah, so actually you don't have to
So,
roll anything. It's
that
just
should've
whatever the
done-
maximum is.
That should have done 32 plus 3. Everyone gets 35 HP back.
Yeah, look at that alley-oop.
Everyone
And
gets
then
35
also,
back.
as long as I have my concentration, everyone has wisdom saving throws.
Aravir,
advantage.
can you heal Magnus as well?
Yes, I will go heal. 33,
35.
35. Got it.
Yeah. She actually rolled really well. Because she got 30 instead of 35, which is max. Okay. However, the queen is also casting a spell right now. I need Magnus, Poofers, Biren, and Aravir to make dexterity saves.
Seen threat?
No. The DC is 17.
What was mine just now? Was that a 16?
As an IC 18.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm rolling so terribly. Again, this happens
I
every
would
time.
like to use my inspiration to re-roll.
Well, I fail.
Okay.
I
Both-
died now.
Both Poofers and Magnus
Goodbye.
die.
Well, you healed first, so you should be fine. And I rolled really, really terribly. Like, I rolled minimum on 3 of the die. Okay. You start to see squirming spider legs come up from the ground in this square area over here. And if you succeeded, you take 4 damage, bludgeoning damage, and if you failed, you take 9, which is pathetic. However, if you failed,
Can this be
Uh,
uncanny dodged?
no, that's only on attacks, not on saves. And if you failed, you are restrained by spider legs holding you to the ground, which may be problematic considering the physical aura. It's now Tempest's turn. Is anyone in need of desperate need of healing right now, or should he be doing something else?
I don't think we need healing right now.
Yeah, you should be
Not
doing
healed.
something else.
Okay.
Freeing us? Desperate need of freeing?
I will
No,
take
thank
one
you.
freeing.
Can you damage Magnus for 9, please, Amanda?
For you, sure.
Do you want to give you advantage on hitting her, or would someone like advantage on con checks and 2d6 temporary hit points? Those are your options right now.
Wait.
Actually, let's do this instead. This is way smarter. It's gonna go ahead and cast Dispel Magic on that area. Which dispels this and does for you.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Perfect.
So all of you are no longer restrained. Troy was never restrained though, so that's fine. One action. Okay. That's his turn, and he moves narrowly out of the way. And that brings us to Troy.
Alright. I'm going to, with my first attack, grab one of these necrotic motes. And then, in my cool half-elf style, I'm going to kind of run real quick over to this pew, grab it with my hand, and kind of swing around it to wind up right here. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my other attack to grab, I'm assuming this is the psychic.
Yes.
And I'm going to, that takes my other attack.
Mhm.
With my free actions, I'm adding the psychic to my bow and empowering it with necrotic and readying an attack.
Alright, so you will be able to attack on your next turn. As you're running across, you see a field of spikes follow your path, and then retract back into the ground as these like spider legs like poop 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 where you were running, and you feel like had you not moved, you would have taken damage.
I do like a,
Ah.
okay.
Tempest moved here. There you go. He moved a little bit. It's too hard to keep track of him. Poopers, your turn.
All right, Poofer's turn. Okay, Poofers is going to run over to, let's see here. She's in physical. So Poofers is going to run over Radiant and pick up a ball.
Psychic.
Psychic, not Radiant, yes.
Okay.
Let's see here, and then that was one, so she's going to run over to Necrotic and also pick up a ball.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see, we're gonna run somewhere. Yeah. She
Okay.
didn't move for a turn, so she has feel and agility, so she can bounce around.
That's fine. I trust you know your movement mostly. Okay. Neat. It's the trash mob's turn. And now that some of them have been destroyed. Oops. Oof. We see one more. Here. Over here. And he's going to move over towards Troy. And this other one that's still alive, 1, 2, 3, 4, to Poofers. And they're each going to make an attack. This one. On Poofers, it's 22 to hit
Yes, that does hit.
for 7 slashing damage, and on Troy, it's a 21 to hit for also 7 slashing damage. Viren, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, Baron doesn't really like the whole spider legs in the ground thing, so he is going to.
Oh yeah, there were knives or spider leg knives following Poopers as well. As she moved.
Spider leg knives.
Yeah, they like poof, 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 out of the ground.
Yeah, just like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that in moat range right here? Or do I need to be on the moat?
I think within this.
You just have to be within the light.
Does that count?
Yeah.
This little corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're 4x4 squares you have to be in.
So it costs me an action to grab them, correct? Or an attack rather?
Yeah. You still can cast a cantrip as a spellcaster.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a way how I can dash because I want to dash but at the same time grab it, but I don't think that I have a bonus action that can accomplish what I want to achieve. Nope. Then yeah, I'm gonna grab my moat, and then I'm gonna have Dr. Ink, which is this very crazy black hole of doom, attack the trash mob.
He's very menacing tonight.
You know what's fun is that's actually the Spirit Guardians animation, but it's supposed to be bigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Can we make the Spirit Guardians yellow? I feel like all my stuff's like goldish light.
I don't think so. I can try.
Oh, okay. We'll talk later.
I mean, it's because the animation itself is not yellow.
Got it. And I'm gonna take a whack at this trash mob to get it out of the way.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit with 9 force damage.
I mean, yeah, that damages it, but it is not down.
Oh, that's sad. Dr. Ink is kind of confused by the spider legs and stuff. Doesn't really pay enough attention to do true, real damage. So
yeah.
There you
Alright,
go.
so Bjorn moved. He's safe for now. The crystals now get their turn, and they boom. Too bad that that Dr. Ink can't take damage. Because he'd be
Because he
obliterated.
would have been toast.
I may have done that just to insult the crystals.
Oh, I see. All right.
So they fire every 2 turns then, right?
They teleport and charge and then fire on the next turn. So they
Okay.
fire every turn. It's just in a different place, and you can see it where they're gonna fire essentially.
Wait, they fire every turn, so they do all 3 things at once?
So they blast off and then they teleport, and then the next turn they'll fire along that line. So like this
Gotcha.
one just fired and then it teleported, and it's gonna.
So it's every other turn that they cause damage.
They'll be causing damage every turn. It's just you can always
Okay.
see where their next attack is gonna be.
Okay.
They just fired and teleported, and they're charging and will fire the next turn.
Which is after Biren.
Yeah.
So
So they'll always fire.
don't be in
after
those
Biren.
spots after Biren.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Let's take a legendary action because I keep forgetting to do that. Who do I want to hit? Let's try and get. Yeah, let's go for Erebir.
How is she looking, by the way?
She's looking like she's taken a lot of damage, and if you continue to hit her with these big attacks, she probably won't last all that long.
This punk bitch in the streets.
That's a 23 to hit Erebir.
I'm gonna throw a shield.
What does that bring you up to?
22.
So I still hit you.
Oh, okay. I thought it blocked that one, and then you had to roll again to hit me.
No, it just increases your AC. So that is going to deal 13 physical damage to you.
Okay.
As she cuts a rift in space, and a knife appears out of it and flies out towards you. Magnus's turn.
That's me.
I thought it's my turn because Barry went.
Oh, you're right.
now
That was a
I go.
legendary action. You're right. It's Erebir's turn.
Yeah. So Erebir's now pissed. So I'm gonna run over 30. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action Misty Step to get up here. I'm gonna pick up a moat, and then I am going to hit her with my Chill Touch, which is a necrotic cantrip.
Nice.
Very good. 13 does not hit her though. So it was close, but
Do you have Bardic?
I'm the only one that doesn't have Bardic.
have a lot of stuff to do. Only got one more. Give it to you next turn, though.
How about we just say I got it?
How about
Yeah.
no?
Oh.
All right. Anything else you want to do? Is that a no?
No, there's nothing left for me to.
Okay. Just know that I usually don't have video up, so I don't know if you nod or anything. Now it's Magnus's turn.
Okay, we're gonna try something here. Magnus is going to. Oh, he can only pick up one moat per turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just gonna run over to. Let's see here. And he's gonna hang out there.
You don't want to use your attack or anything?
I don't want to physically attack her when I'm not
Well, do you want
empowered. No,
to, do you want to pick up a moat, or did you?
I did. I picked up a radiant moat, but I can't do anything because I only have one attack as Magnus.
A psychic. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's her turn. She's doing all the spell slots. Let's cast this. All right. 20-foot radius. So I need everybody to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Poor Troy. The one. And then I need one from Buren.
Yeah, Magnus got a 7. Poofer's got a 24.
Sorry, I was reading my spells. What do I need to do? Sorry.
Constitution save.
Why are you making me con save?
Sorry. Oof. That's a big oof. That was another one. Alright. So she, again, opens up a rift with the scythe, and that creates a kind of like cloud of daggers that start to swirl in that area. If you saved, you are taking 11 damage. My rolls are so bad. And if you failed, you're taking 22. This is physical damage, so poofers should have it halved. Again, down to 5.
Sorry, could you repeat? Down to 5.
Yeah.
What question?
Yes.
If I missed, was my emote wasted, or do I still have my emote on?
If it was wasted.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. It's now Tempest's turn. First thing he'll do is inspire Erebir. There you go.
You got it.
My last inspiration to you. I think everyone has one now.
Better late than never, Tempe.
Yeah. Does anyone need healing right now?
I'm good.
I got the owie.
I'm half health. Oh, I also need to roll with advantage on my concentration for Beacon of Hope, which I still have.
He can heal someone, or he can give you advantage on hitting her if she fails to save.
I'm over half.
I'm about half.
I'm half.
You guys have to choose, so.
Well, why don't we should we make sure
Rock,
Erebir
paper,
stays alive?
scissors.
Because, well, no, Erebir has like crazy,
I'm
keep
Let's-
us alive
yeah.
a
skills.
little bit over
Give
half.
it to
so-
Erebir. Make sure she stays alive.
She's
Okay.
our MVP if we all go down. So
And this is, I'll be doing max, right? You saved, I assume.
Yeah,
Yes.
Max.
Everything right now is max heals.
So Avery doesn't have that much HP. I'm just gonna burn a second level on you then. So that'll be 20 HP back.
Oh, it feels so good.
She's gonna go ahead and take another legendary action and throw out at. Let's hit Poofers. She's the closest one. Oh, hitting Poofers is a terrible idea, though. No, we're gonna hit Magnus instead.
Why is hitting Poofers a terrible idea?
Because you have resistance to physical damage. That definitely hits. It is a 24.
Magnus is going to uncanny dodge for
Yeah, and I thought about that after, but I'm not going to change it twice.
Please damage him for 12.
That was 21, half down to 10. If he
Never mind.
dodges.
Please damage him for 10.
He's still up, right?
He is still up.
Okay. Now it is. Well, Tempest needs to move first of all, because he will get stabbed otherwise. Troy.
Okay.
It is your turn. You
I
picked
am-
up 2 motes.
Yeah, I picked up 2 motes. I've already charged them. I'm ready for my shot. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that with a sharpshooter.
Ooh, 17 to hit. That does hit for 15
Woo!
damage, which will be tripled to 45.
Okay.
Pull out a calculator. 'Cause
Nice.
I'm dumb. Okay.
And then with my second attack, I'm going to pick up another psychic mote.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm just going to move to avoid being pokey-poked.
How does she look?
She looks like she's got a couple large hits in her left. Yes. Poofers, it's your turn.
Alright. Poofer's turn here. Poofers is going to run up to her, slide into the path of the charging crystals, and come back out the other side and take a couple low sweeps at her. She is empowered with the infusion, like double empowered.
Okay. So it'll only affect one
The
attack.
first one.
Yeah.
And she's going to attack recklessly.
Okay. 22 to hit.
And she's actually not going to attack the second time.
Okay. That
She's
is.
going to hang out.
You can move back if you want to go take another. You take an attack of opportunity, but you can go grab another mode if you wanted to. If you can make it over there. So 25 triple to
can't.
75 damage. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely looking worse for the wear at this point. And we'll take a legendary action to hit you up close. That
With
missed.
advantage.
Oh, disadvantage. 19.
Yep.
So, you have resistance, so that's only 8 damage for you.
Okay.
Trash mobs get to go. This one's gonna come whack ya. And then, where's the other one?
He's down 1 square from me.
There he is, thank you. He'll come hit you then.
I figured.
Mrs. Poofers hits Troy for 9 slashing damage. And back to Bjorn.
Okay. Let's see here. I am going to. I am half health, so I'm gonna try to be a little strategic about this. But I am. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am going to go here for my 30 feet of movement, and then I am going to use my bonus action to go invisible, and then I am going to actually should I use Dr. Ink? How do I want to do this? I'm gonna move Dr. Ink here. Because it's not going to change attack of opportunity for me. I'm 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 10, 15, 25. Can I change my movement just so I can get where I need to go? I'm going to shift up instead.
Yeah.
So then I can get here with dash. There we go. Whoa, I am moving everywhere. Trying to get in that corner spot.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. Is it being weird?
There's the wall.
Yeah, you can't go into the wall.
Okay, there we go. And then I still have my mirror images, so I feel semi-confident. And I have my psychic mote. And then that's gonna... I'm gonna take a crack with Dr. Ink on our friend, and then that'll be the end of my turn. So
Okay.
let's get this in.
That doesn't hit.
That does
yeah.
not hit.
No.
Okay, then it's my turn.
All right. The crystals fire. No one is in their path, and then teleport. And charge. All right. Erebir, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a psychic mote and hit her with the necrotic. She'll try to
She is going to
Cantrip.
counterspell that. So that
Not
spell
cool.
does not go off. All right.
It's my emote spent.
Yes.
Can I pick up a emote?
On your next turn, you can.
Do you have a bonus action?
You can't use bonus action to do that.
I do, but I can't.
I'm just thinking of if you want to do something else.
Do you want to move?
No, I don't want to move. I'm good.
All right. You will be taking damage then.
Wait, what?
Just move a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
She's
a move.
in the psychic.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
She
would
good,
take
she
damage.
good.
You're fine.
That's why I was confused.
No, thank you for pointing it out. I have too much going on. All right. It's Magnus's turn then.
It is I, Magnus. And I will be doing some cool rogue type shit right now. Magnus is going to slide into the necrotic and pick up an orb.
Okay.
You mean
That's
psychic?
his No, he
Oh,
already
you're-
has
oh, you're
psychic.
going straight
I'm
into the necrotic.
empowering
Gotcha. Yep.
I'm empowering with necrotic. And then he's going to run up here. And he's going to do a cool misty step right behind her.
Man.
Like right
Get
in the
her back
anime
in.
when the guy teleports behind the guy he's fighting.
That's
Yeah,
a personal
exactly.
kid.
He's like crouched
You
on that
fool.
pew, ready, empowered and ready to attack with a sneak attack.
All right. Let's hit a legendary action then. We'll hit Troy this time. I don't think I've hit Troy with a legendary action yet.
I think you tried.
Oh, you tried.
That's a 19
That hits.
for 10 physical damage. Alright, it's also her turn, and this spell's gonna cover the whole area again. As knives start to rain from the sky, I need another Constitution saving throw from everyone.
Ah, jeez.
If you rolled lower than 17. If you rolled lower than 17, you'll be taking 25 physical damage. If
That's
you
painful.
rolled 17 or higher, you are taking 12.
Can you damage Magnus for 12? Can this be dodged or no?
This cannot be dodged. This is a
Okay,
save.
damage him for 12, please.
Oh, that would have killed me.
Can I use my bardic inspiration?
Yes, you can. Roll d8 and add it. Okay.
Dang.
Did you still fail
But you
the
gotta
save?
keep the
Yeah,
inspiration.
you gotta keep
I
the inspiration.
still failed.
The little consolation prize. You might die, but here you go.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
so how much is it?
25.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, Viren, did you maintain concentration on that spell?
I did.
Alright, who needs healing most desperately? I have 1/4
I
of
do.
heal left.
I do. I have 3 HP.
Alright. 30, so you'll get 36 HP back.
36. Nice.
That's
helpful.
I don't think he has any other bonus actions he can do now. Yeah, he's out of Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, I'll just have to move. He took damage from that too, though. Alright. Troy, it's your turn.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Okay. I am going to I'm going to use my first attack, and I'm going to Commander Strike to Biren.
Oh, to Viren, eh?
A.
He gets to make a free attack.
Yep.
Yes, for my first attack.
And I'm going to use a level 4 inflict wounds, which with a psychic and necrotic makes it empowered. And I'm going to use Clockwork Amulet to automatically roll an 18.
Okay, can you roll damage for me?
High rolls. High rolls.
Those are high rolls. That's a big one.
Yeah, 35. Okay.
Well, that's a big chunky hit.
That would have done. Hold on, I can brain.
Wait, would've? You said that as in past tense.
No, I'm just bad at English. So it would have done 105 damage. And in fact, it does do 105 damage. How would you like to do this, Bjorn?
Yes! Oh, okay. As I,
Wish I'd saved my last counter spell slot.
Didn't see the Commander Strike coming.
Yeah, the dunk. As I walk up, or as I dash up, little Styx comes out and moves his hand the same way as I do, and I put my hand on the Mad Queen and inflict massive wounds, which is this big flurry of flowers that explodes all over.
All right, so the room starts to kind of like tear through this cycle of elemental rifts as she herself is kind of like switching these elements equally as fast. In a kind of like the first exemplification of emotion that you've seen from her, and she looks to be in genuine pain, like she herself is being torn apart, and these kind of like veins of altering elemental colors start to divide her body and burn her and tear her apart. Outside, the clouds of white energy are swirling around the building faster and faster as they kind of like rush around in a flurry of confusion before finally they stop in kind of like a sudden unison and then start to kind of like peacefully dissipate and dissolve and float away into nothing. Meanwhile, in front of you, the Mad Queen has fallen and crumbled into ash. And in the pile of ash where she once hovered, you see a very small ruby.
Here, anybody need a thin napkin?
Magnus is going to run directly up to that ruby, as I know he would if his player was here, and try to inspect it, and Poovers is going to scramble after him.
What?
Sounds about right.
How? Just for the record, you did 643 damage to take her down in total.
Wow.
Pretty
Alright.
good. You did over a sixth of that with that last hit.
Yeah. How are we inspecting it? Like, does he go up and grab it? What's he doing?
He is not going to go up and grab it because he assumes it might be a. Does it? So he's gonna look back at Barry and be like, "Is this thing dangerous?"
I am liking this bag as a person. I'm gonna detect magic on it.
This very it's not super strong, but it is very recognizably artifact magic.
Oh snap!
Coopers
I didn't
goes,
see that
"Trey,
coming.
bring the napkin."
I walk over with my little.
Don't you have some fancy silk
Yeah, he has a
napkin
do.
now?
fancy napkin.
I have a fancy silk napkin now.
Just like our characters, we have upgraded Troy's napkin.
Poopers goes, "And you guys didn't want to fight the Spider Queen. You wanted to go back up, but we got an artifact out of it. And Imby's gonna be happy and be our best friend."
You're not wrong.
Yeah, so you have collected a fraction of an artifact here after having defeated the resurrected Mad Queen.
A fraction of an artifact?
Yes, this is a very weak
Interesting.
semblance of an artifact. And having freed the souls that were surrounding the building and awaiting to be channeled up to the goddess Lolth. I assume that you're going to make your way back toward the warden camp.
Yeah, were there any remains to search for, or was it just the ruby?
It was
Yeah.
just the ruby.
Okay.
One
It
thing
would
I-
actually be kind of interesting to go around this city now that it's completely empty and see if we can find anything cool or historical to bring back to the wardens.
Or valuable for our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Magnus nods his head emphatically.
I can give you like a.
Aravir winks at Magnus.
All right, can I get like an investigation check from everyone, and I'll give you kind of like a summary of what goes down.
I might
Odd
roll with
20,
advantage for
baby.
poopers. It should not be advantage.
It did not roll with advantage.
Can I use my bardic inspiration to improve my 19?
Yeah. If you
I'm sorry, is that a minus? You rolled a 2 and it went down to 1.
Yeah, if you want to use it. you
Actually,
can.
I'm sorry. If you see there in chat, I actually got a natural 20.
I know. But you want to improve it further.
Yeah, Magnus is going to use his bardic inspiration because why else?
I mean,
It's the
sure.
same.
Can I improve it? What if I get like a natural 20 and an 8? Do I just win the city?
Yeah.
How do I
do.
do this? Hashtag roll what?
Slash roll space D8.
I got a 5
So
now.
Magnus rolled a ballin' 7 now.
I got a 24 now.
I got a 5 at least.
Ooh, so close, Spirit.
Oh, I was so
7.
close. I rolled a 7. It was almost a perfect roll.
All right, with your combined efforts, you're able to kind of wander the city, and it's got a whereas before it was kind of like creepy and crawling with these chaotic and evil creatures. It was just like a malicious energy around the whole place. With the streets empty, it's kind of somber now. There's not even the remains of the creatures you saw here before. They're just simply gone. This whole area is just absolutely silent. There's not a sound to be heard. The river that rushes near the gates you can't even hear from this distance. It is absolute stillness, as if every single speck of life has been obliterated for who knows how far. The streets, now that they're empty and safe, there's like an appreciation you can feel for them now. You can kind of look around and see that there is, an artistry behind the architecture, and there is, evidence that there was once thriving life here and a prosperous society. You take your pick around the kind of more important places of the city, things like what you thought would be the city hall or a courtroom or other temples and stuff like that. Altogether, time has taken most of the riches of this place away. That said, you find a variety of small trinkets, knickknacks that would be worth a collective like 800 gold. I'm not
Also
gonna-
looking for books and things.
Yeah. So it'll be like a collective 800 gold, assuming you sell everything at just like market price. Which I'm not really willing to like bargain. We'll just say you take 800 gold, and
So 160 for each person.
apart from that,
That's like
you,
130.
whatever. You have uncovered a significant cultural landmark that I'm sure the wardens would be ecstatic to hear about. There is a library, kind of like some archives that you assume were once there. All of the books are written in a language you don't understand, but with the proper team, it would probably contain a lot of information. You're welcome to take like a couple books. You don't really know what they're about, but you can take them.
Yeah,
as
I'll
evidence.
take, if any of them look particularly important or impressive, I will take those.
You take what you think is probably a like ledger or a catalog of the books available there, as well as like one of the larger, like maybe an encyclopedia or something like that. That's what you kind of get the sense of, though you can't read it.
Anything on forests or forest disasters?
You
Forest
can't
accessories?
you can't read the language, so you're not certain, but it's likely that a team of wardens will make their way out here to decipher most of this, so you can likely check in with them shortly.
I assume we would use our master cartographer maps that we've been making and give them.
Yep.
They might get the runaround for a few weeks, but they'll find it eventually.
They'll get there.
Go left at the Dark Fork. Gee, thanks.
Yeah, so after taking a tour of the city, you make your way back to the warden camp. Don't hit anything significant on your way there, and are surprised to find that things like are just kind of like normal when you get back.
Standard.
You just kind of went through this great feat, fought the vessel of a goddess, and then everyone here is just like chilling, having some ale over the campfire, totally oblivious to just what went down.
Hey, does anyone want to just sell the rayon we got, get our cash, and get the hell out of the Underdark? Because I'm done being here.
Yeah, after we check in with Captain Gnome Lady, I'm totally down for that. Let's get back into the sunshine.
Let's get us some money and get out.
I'm ready for some better beer.
All right.
But I'm gonna. I'm gonna have to text RP this, but I need to have words with the bartender first.
Oh no.
So here's what we're gonna do. Next session is kind of like an interlude to do all the cleanup and get back to Redcliffe, do your shopping, and prepare for the next quest. And then the following
shopping.
session we'll go out on the quest. So we'll leave the cleanup for mostly to text RP, so like exchanging your rayon and stuff like that. We'll do over text. Any last bits of business you want to do down here, let me know. And then next session will be, like I said, an interlude will be really chill. You can check in with people around town that you want to see what they're up to and stuff like that.
Let's go shopping.
I will send you the shop catalog sometime this week, so look out for that. And I want to remind you that you have a significant quest reward, far more valuable than any gold reward or item reward you could get. Which is the question you can ask the chronicler. As I said, this has to be a question on one subject, so you can't string like 10 questions together with a bunch of ands in one sentence. How it works. It's one
Just an
question.
It doesn't have
Onomatopoeia.
to be a yes or no, though, right?
It does not have to be a yes or no,
Oh my God.
but the answer must be known to at least one mortal. So if it is something like the cosmic secrets of the universe, you can't ask that. Those will break your mind anyways. But as long as the truth is known by someone, i.e. it's safe for a mortal to know, then you can ask it.
I'm kind of curious, if a mortal doesn't know, does that mean that we keep our question?
And do we waste it if a mortal doesn't know?
He won't answer anything, so yeah, he'll say like, I can't answer that question.
Okay, so we can ask him a bunch of questions he can't answer, and we don't lose our question.
Yeah.
So we should start with harder questions and then go in a more obvious direction.
There are also questions like, if you ask something that's been forgotten and there's like no record of it and no one knows it, even if it would be safe to know, if no one knows it, then he can't answer that either.
Is it one question per person or per the group?
It is one for the group.
Fight to the death.
So something like you can't ask like, where are the remaining artifacts? You could say, where is this artifact? But you can't say, where are the remaining? It has to be like one subject, if that makes sense.
Well, I'm not going to decide what to ask her right now.
Yeah. So that's something you can talk about throughout the week if you'd like. You don't have to ask it next session, but I think it would be a really good thing to RP out just to fill the time. We can also have discussions, and I also think it'd be really valuable to have discussions about it in character. So, like, if you want to talk about it out of character, you can, but, like, it might be better to do it in character in session, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations on my boss fight, on beating my boss fight.
It was fun. Thank you. It looked beautiful, too.
Yeah, it was a
So-
cool boss fight.
I'm thrilled that no one disconnected, honestly.
Nobody disconnected. Everything went well. I had no visual problems. The only glitch we ran into was Ryan having to refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but that's it for tonight, and next time we'll have our little interlude and then go off on another quest.
Oh, snap. We're going on to the next chapter, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Pit, Bracken, Woodaxe, thanks for following. And everyone else, thanks for watching. See you next time.